Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to do a short video about this prop that I sell on my Etsy store, my Jaws Amity Gazette Killer Shark Caught. And I kind of refer to this as the prop that never existed. And why I say that is, true, in the movie, we've never seen this particular newspaper, but I guarantee in the storyline of Jaws in Amity on those days, this newspaper was created. And here's why. We all know on Wednesday, July 2nd, they caught and killed a large tiger shark and displayed it on the dock in front of everybody. Now, the person who was most eager to get the word out that the shark was caught is Mayor Vaughn himself. He is so excited that we have the shark caught, he can't stand it. So he congratulates everybody. He just wants to get the news out, and he tells his friend Meadows to get this onto the Amity Gazette. So we see Meadows talking to a reporter or stenographer on the dock to say get the story out to all the local newspapers, all the big newspapers. They take this picture, and you know that Meadows is going to produce this picture on the headline of the Amity Gazette the next morning. The day passes. Hooper and Brody go out. They find Ben Gardner's boat wrecked, so we know one entire night has passed. So the next morning, we know there's going to be an edition of the Amity Gazette put out throughout Amity. Because in fact, the next morning when we do start to see the tourists arrive in Amity, there's a large picture of the shark being caught that's displayed on the community bulletin board. That's right there when you come in onto the island. So you know that the town is very happy and very thrilled with this news, especially Vaughn and Meadows. Vaughn is thrilled to be able to report that they have in fact caught and killed a large predator that supposedly injured some bathers. So that's why I know that this particular newspaper would have been created. So just some details about this newspaper is, we have our large picture there prominently, and as we run across the top, our date is Thursday, July 3rd, which is the day after the tiger shark is caught. We know that it's 1974 as well because look at Chief Brody's coroner's office report. July 1st, 1974, even though Jaws came out in 75. Everything takes place in 74. So Thursday, July 3rd, 1974 is our date. Amity logo up top created by myself because of course Amity means friendship. And the Killer Shark Caught headline is a kind of a pull from Peter Benchley's cameo on the beach saying that the cloud that appeared in Amity is in the shape of a killer shark. So we have our headline there, the beaches are back open, and unlike other newspapers, it's not full of lorem ipsum or gobbledygook copy. This is real copy that has been written talking about particular people, Chrissy Watkins, Alex Kintner, and fishermen who have caught it. So all details like that are throughout this newspaper, including the July 4th fireworks schedule that's going to be happening the next day. Because of course we know that, for Christ's sakes, tomorrow is the 4th of July. So we have that throughout. Little details like that. The Amity's 50th annual regatta is featured throughout because we also have seen the sign when Chief Brody's walking through the town, at the very bottom of it, 50th annual regatta in July 4th celebration. So we kind of do a little note to that on the newspaper there. Also, a little story about sharks because you'd figure, Amity would be shark happy there, but Harry Meadows has written it. And they talk about Chrissy Watkins being killed by the shark bite, etc., etc. So just little tidbits like that are all throughout. The beach erosion story, we have the real index like a newspaper has, the weather, etc. So the inside of this newspaper is blank, but the backside is also full of little Easter eggs. For example, up top is a nice big ad for Kiesel's bike rental. We know Harry Kiesel rents bikes because he runs into Chief Brody on the way to the hardware store, talking about the kids karate chopping his picket fences. So Harry Kiesel gets a little ad in the newspaper for his bike rentals. A couple other things what's going on in Amity as we roll down to the Amity General Store. We have a 76-cent sale because I think people are getting geared up for the bicentennial at this point. It's only 2 years away from, maybe 1.5 years away. We've also got an ad for the Amity Hardware Store, which is also, we see where Chief Brody comes in to get his paintbrushes, and we all know what happens then. So a nice little touch with the Amity Hardware Store in there. And because of somebody's laziness or lack of getting something out of the newspaper, what's on the back page? The reward by Mrs. Kintner for the 3,000 bounty placed in the newspaper in the back. So there we have it. There's the little prop, and I wanted to put this in here to demonstrate the size of this. I particularly searched out a place that would print large newspapers. They're called broadsheets, and that is a typical Philadelphia newspaper. That's how big they are. But the broadsheets that I print on are much bigger. They're much wider and not as deep, because I think if you're going to display this newspaper, frame it, which I highly recommend, you want to frame it folded like this, and it's much wider than a typical US newspaper. I just wanted to do that on purpose to get these really big sheets. So there you have it. That was my little video to talk about why I made this and how I made it, and just a little tidbits and Easter eggs that are throughout. So again, it's available in my store, which are in the notes down below. And as always, thank you for watching.